Dr. Nia Thomas, with 21 years in equity data, was Northwood School District's uncredited engineer. She crafted data for major decisions, yet was systematically erased from critical conversations. Her expertise was utilized by others, leaving her a silent ghost in the machine. Her masterpiece, the Equity and Accountability Dashboard, exposed systemic failure. It reflected the district's true face, revealing broken promises and hidden biases. Nia spent 10 months designing its architecture and crafting policy recommendations. She had forged a sharp sword of truth. During a final integrity check, Deputy Superintendent Miss Albright arrived with Ethan Miller, young, white, with 2 years in strategic communications. "Nia, darling, phenomenal work," Miss Albright cooed. "Numbers can be alienating. Ethan will offer support on the rollout." Nia, the architect, was offered help with the doorway. Nia protested, "My presentation deck is 95% complete." Miss Albright dismissed her. "Ethan has the communications touch. You deliver substance, he delivers sparkle." Ethan smiled, offering to optimize graphs for executive visibility. Nia heard, "You're too much. I'll make this palatable." He was the whitewash. For 2 agonizing weeks, Ethan translated Nia's precise language into corporate euphemisms. "Why call it systemic exclusion of Black and Latino students?" he'd ask. "Wouldn't opportunities for targeted enrichment growth be better?" Nia calmly explained, "It's called exclusion because that's what the data proves. Changing the label obfuscates accountability." He sought comfort for the guilty, not a mirror. Nia's concerns to Miss Albright were met with gaslighting. "Ethan ensures your integrity isn't misinterpreted as overly aggressive." Nia knew she had lost. On the day of the cabinet meeting, Nia was pulled aside. "Nia, quick change. Ethan's deck is beautiful. He's going to lead the presentation." Miss Albright pointed to a back chair. "You'll be our technical resource. Let Ethan drive the strategy." Nia was demoted from conductor to silent tuner. Ethan stood at the podium. "Good morning, everyone. I'm thrilled to present the Equity and Accountability Dashboard, a project I've been leading." "I've been leading." The words landed in Nia's stomach. He wore her 20 years of effort like a new suit. He used Nia's findings with his euphemisms. When a cabinet member asked a detailed question, Ethan stammered, then turned to Nia for a very quick technical clarification. Nia provided the flawless answer. Ethan smoothly took the mic back, dismissing her. "Thank you, Dr. Thomas," as she confirmed the integrity is sound. Moving on. He used her competence as a shield, then tossed her back into the shadows. The presentation was a triumph for Ethan. Nia's success tasted like ash. The dashboard's success led to an $80 million CIP bond. Nia's next assignment, developed the equity impact analysis for school modernization priority. Her data was conclusive. Eastside High, majority Black and Latino, desperately needed $30 million. Westridge Middle, affluent, needed routine updates. The disparity factor was 4.2. The numbers screamed injustice. Miss Albright's directive was political. "Ethan is the community liaison. We need to present this as a balanced investment to keep Westridge taxpayers on board." Equity was to be balanced by political weight, not truth. Ethan immediately challenged the EIA. "Dr. Thomas, a 4.2 priority factor is too aggressive. I'm implementing a phased dual approach. Eastside is prioritized, but Westridge also gets an early systems upgrade to maintain political stability." He sliced integrity from data. "The chiller at Westridge is routine maintenance, fundable through the operating budget," Nia argued, fury rising. "Using CIP bond money on non-critical repairs at an affluent school is capital inequity. My EIA must show true deficiency." Ethan was unmoved. "My job is to get the $80 million bond passed. If we don't appease the wealthiest parents, the bond fails. It's strategy." The ends justified the lie. At the first public town hall, Ethan presented smoothly. Nia was at a technical materials table, silent. During Q&A, Mrs. Davies, an Eastside advocate, rose. "Mr. Miller, bond materials suggest equal allocation for Eastside and Westridge. Dr. Thomas's analysis showed a critical 4.2 disparity. Are you overriding her data? Ethan looked at Nia, smiling. Mrs. Davies, that's a very technical point. Dr. Thomas's model, as she will confirm, includes flexibility for optional acceleration deployments that maximize stakeholder inclusion. He asked Nia to confirm this for Westridge. Nia saw Mrs. Davies' weary face. She chose integrity. She stood. Mr. Miller has correctly identified the clause, Nia said, her voice clear. However, its purpose is for unforeseen emergency repairs. It is not designed to fund routine maintenance, such as the Westridge chiller, while Eastside students are in labs with failing ventilation. Prioritizing Westridge now commits the district to an $18 million penalty in 5 years due to deferred structural decay at Eastside. My analysis makes the Westridge expenditure unjustifiable from an equity and fiscal standpoint. He delivered the data's verdict. A heavy silence fell. Ethan's smile vanished. Truth stood naked. Miss Albright seized the mic. Thank you, Dr. Thomas. A perfect illustration of complexity. Ethan, please move on. The system redirected the spotlight. Ethan reclaimed the narrative. Nia was sent back to her table. Denial remained. The next morning, Nia was summoned to Miss Albright's office. Miss Albright did not offer a seat. Your performance at the town hall was unacceptable, Dr. Thomas, Miss Albright hissed. You breached protocol and publicly contradicted the strategy. You embarrassed Ethan. Your role is data, not political commentary. The punishment for facts was silence. My role is equity, Nia countered, standing tall. And the data proves your political strategy is racist and financially responsible. You actively choose to fund a white affluent school's convenience before a black and Latino school's health. You use my work for commitment to equity, but use Ethan to ensure equity never happens. Miss Albright's eyes narrowed. I'm putting a disciplinary note in your file. Your temperament is becoming a liability. You need to be a team player. I've been a team player for 21 years. I've been the invisible architect. I've allowed my work to be stripped, rebranded, and presented by men with no expertise because the system demands a white face to validate my black brilliance. I'm done. The invisible string was cut. That afternoon, Nia had coffee with Mrs. Davies. They love the data, Nia. They just don't want the face that created it to speak for it, Mrs. Davies confirmed. She handed Nia a card for a major educational foundation on the East Coast seeking a director of equity and strategic data, someone who won't be afraid to name the failure. 2 weeks later, Nia submitted her resignation. Her final act was a meeting with the superintendent, an old, tired man who liked Nia but was too weak to challenge his political machine. Dr. Thomas, I'm truly sorry to lose you. Your work has been invaluable. Then value it, Superintendent, Nia said, placing her final bound equity impact analysis on his desk. I am resigning because your district has repeatedly and systemically used my expertise while denying me authority. You have employed a junior, white colleague to act as a palatable, non-threatening filter for my critical findings, thereby perpetuating the very inequities my data was designed to stop. She didn't wait for a response. Dr. Thomas didn't look back as she crossed the threshold for the last time. She wasn't just abandoning a workplace. She left the gleaming facade of progress, knowing that without her truth to anchor it, the entire district was a rudderless ship. She carried her expertise like sovereign currency, ready to invest it where it would multiply. The true foundation had left the building.